Call to order the City Council meeting for the City of East Grand Forks for Tuesday, February 4th, 2020 is now 5 o'clock. City Clerk, please call roll.
Mayor Steve Gander.
Here.
Council President Mark Holstead.
Here.
Council Vice President Chad Grassel.
Here.
Council Members Clarence Vetter.
Here.
Dale Helms. Tim Riepel.
Here.
Tim Johnson.
Here.
Mark Demers.
Present.
Does turn quorum. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Open forum and opportunity for members of the public to address the City Council on items not on the current agenda. Items requiring council action may be referred to staff, boards, and commissions for research and future council agendas if appropriate. Is anybody in the audience who would like to address the council at this time? See none. Approval of minutes for January 21st council meeting and January 28th work session.
Move.
Moved by Demers.
Second.
Second by Riepel. Any questions or discussion? See none. Roll call, please.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Scheduled bed lettings, none. Scheduled public hearings, none. Consent agenda. Items under the consent agenda will be adopted with one motion. However, council members may request individual items be pulled from the consent agenda for discussion and action if they choose. Any member like 3 through 6 pulled? See none. I entertain a motion of 3 through 6, please.
Move. Second.
Moved by Johnson. Second by Riepel, sorry. Second by Demers. Any questions or discussion? See none. Roll call, please.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Acknowledge receipt of reports, officers, boards, and commission. There is none. Communication, there is none. Old business, there is none. New business, consider approving ordinance number 28, 4th series, amending the City Code Chapter 116 entitled Tobacco Products to comply with the new federal age requirements to include administrative penalty provisions for failing compliance checks, and by adopting reference City Code Chapter 1, Section 10.99, which among other things contain penalty provisions.
Move.
Moved by Demers.
Second.
Second by
Johnson.
Any questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Consider approving extensions agreement for fire services between the City of East Grand Forks and surrounding townships for continued fire and rescue services through May 1st, 2025.
Move.
Moved
Second.
by Grassel, second by Demers. Any questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Claims, considering authorizing the city administrator clerk treasurer to issue payment of recommended bills and payroll.
Move.
Moved by Johnson.
Second.
Second by Demers. Any questions or discussion? See none, roll call, please.
Holstead.
Yes.
Grassel.
Yes.
Demers.
Yes.
Vetter.
Yes.
Riepel.
Yes.
Johnson.
Yes.
Motion is carried. Mayor Gander.
Thank you. Last weekend I had the privilege of making the mayor's choice at the vintage snowmobile show that was on display at the boardwalk down there. If you haven't been here for that, they do it once a year at about this same time of year. It's really a great collection of snowmobiles. They take them out for a ride afterward. It's a benefit for Relay for Life. And so it's really well done, and it keeps growing, very well attended. They asked me to make the mayor's choice, so I chose about a 1974 Brute, first liquid-cooled snowmobile ever made. I had one almost like it. Mine was like a 294. This one was a 3-cylinder 440, but I couldn't resist. It was like walking down memory lane and seeing that old sled, almost like the one I drove back in my early high school days. Also, over the weekend, we had this thaw, and it prompted me to think, we're gonna thaw, and then we're gonna have water. And I shot out an email to some folks and got a nice response coming out of it. And just wanted to make sure everybody's aware, first of all, already guided by Jeff Bushy, our emergency management coordinator for the city, working with Public Works, with the public utility, and also with Polk County. And so we have representatives of Fire, Water and Light, Public Works, Polk County Emergency Management. They've already begun to meet to make plans for spring. They'll meet on a regular basis, and then I'm sure at some interval we'll get updates from you as our emergency manager coordinator. We saw last fall that it does not take overland water to sometimes bring water into the basement. So I guess I would just encourage all of our families, all of our homeowners, coordinate with your own insurance carrier, making your plans for coverage for the spring. It's a personal decision on, what do you want to do about sewer backup? What do you want to do about the sump pump failure, flood insurance? Just talk to your agent, make a plan, and really take care of it. The sooner the better. I know there's an elimination period. You have to have so many days prior to any event before you would have the coverage intact. So please, by all means, talk to your agent, make a good plan, take care of that. And again, thank you, Jeff. I know you're stepping in as interim fire chief right now, and I'm looking forward to seeing you lead us through this spring, and you have a good team all around you. Let me know if there's anything that you need from me. And was there one more thing? I think that's about all I have. Thanks.
Mr. Vetter.
I don't have anything, thank you.
Mr. Riepel.
Nothing.
Mr. Johnson.
Nothing.
Mr. Demers.
Nothing tonight, thank you.
Mr. Grassel.
Nothing.
Mr. Murphy.
I have nothing tonight.
Mr. Gulstead.
Nothing unless there's questions for me.
Anything from the department heads? Nancy.
Just a quick reminder, this is census year. We're part of the Census Complete Count Committee over in Grand Forks. So every couple of weeks, I'll just keep you updated. Postcards go out to everyone in March. They're hoping for a majority of the people to fill them out online, but I'm working with a couple of different departments here in East Grand Forks to offer remote sites. The school will help fill out at the high school, as well as library, senior citizen center, and then here. So if you have any questions, go ahead and give me a call. Otherwise, I'll just give you little tidbits every couple of weeks so we keep it in everybody's thoughts. And if they have any questions, they know who to come to. I'm the census contact here. So.
Thank you, ma'am. Anything else? Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Move.
Moved by Johnson.
Second.
Second by Riepel. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion is carried. Meeting is adjourned, and we'll meet downstairs for a closed session.
They're halftime show.
Is it?
They're halftime show.